This is Wii2PLAY, the Brenton Brossworks of YouTube. Did you ever wonder, just for a moment, whatever happened to all of those Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald type videos that I was planning to upload and continue on? So do I. So, welcome to Pokemon Omega Ruby, the post-game. I really want to show this post-game. It's part of my big Pokemon project. It was supposed to be the main part of my Pokemon project, but things happen. We'll talk about them. I had to record this a second time because I was way too close to my camera, so the voice is blaring. Listen, I've been trying to set up for this stupid thing for a while now. A long while. And one of those things I'm trying to do is nearly complete the entire National Dex. But there's one Pokemon. One single Pokemon that just seems impossible to even get unless I beat the game! Look, I was gonna beat the game anyways, but the thing is that I want to set up for this post-game and get right into it. I'm not gonna spoil too much more, but I wanted to be ready to play the post-game as soon as I got done beating the champion. But the GTS is rigged. It is impossible to get a Beldum in Pokemon Black 2. And the odds of it showing up in Pokemon Pearl are astronomical. So Game Freak, you win. You win. I guess I can't trade Agerachis to GTS because they're special Pokemon. Why would that make any sense? So I'm going to go beat the game, and you're going to have to watch me beat the game just so we can get to the post game, and I'm just fine. I'm just fine. Can you tell how fine I am? I'm fine. Hi, my name is Brenton Thompson. Have you ever wondered if you put so much work into something, if it's going to pay off? No? Cool. Okay. So, here's the thing. This was not supposed to be how this video would be put up to be edited, but I have no choice in the matter. So here's the thing, I am going to play the entire video of me just beating the Elite Four, but that's not going to be the main thing that we're going to focus on for right now. We will focus on it again soon. There might be a few times where I might say something during the video where I might pause whatever we're watching, but I have not wrote a script. I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to say, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through this without wanting to tear down this entire video and start from scratch. But we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're getting done with this. So, Pokemon Omega Ruby, I started from the very beginning of the game because this is a library rental, which means I have to return it. It is not mine to own. I will let past me talk about that later, but we are going to focus on some of the events that led up to why I am making this video right now, along with showing off one exclusive Pokemon that some of you probably didn't know existed, and how many hoops and how many bruises I got trying to get it. Bruises being metaphoric, but let's just roll the old footage. Hopefully you'll be able to keep up with me as we work our way to the post-game. I'm sure it's called something else, but I'm not going to mention it right now. So, let's begin and continue whatever we're doing. Give me an aspirin. I need it. Yo, bros! This is Wii2PLAY, the Brenton Bushworks of YouTube. I'm very unhinged, but I need to record an intro, so here we go. Welcome to Pokemon Omega Ruby! You might be wondering why? Why now? Why this late? Why haven't you continued that thing where you were going to do a bro lock or whatever the heck you were calling it? Okay, that's actually pretty cool to see some of these animations again. Where you would trade this game to Galaxy West and then Coen Bros, who didn't even bother playing the game, so there's only 2 episodes. Well, we're going to ignore that, and I'm going to talk about how I'm going to record some, unfortunately, some of the exclusive cutscenes that are found in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Because I have been playing this game for just about an entire week. And I started a save file all over again. And I promise you, this is a rental. So when I go to return this game to the library, my entire save file is going to be erased. Every single thing that I have done since starting this game. And there's a reason that I'm trying to do all of this. Although I'm probably not going to mention it completely. But, this is what I've done so far. And I'm not even close to done. More on that later. Let's just cut forward to some of the cutscenes that I thought were interestingly enough to include in this game, as well as one exclusive Pokemon that I swear is the most cryptic thing you can find. Enjoy! I won't. Okay, I was anticipating that I wouldn't have to start recording until the Latios portion. But then I encountered this, and when I saw the face, it kinda clicked for me that I was gonna miss something really important, so here we go. This is the Pelberg Recon team, checking in. Excuse me, I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm afraid I have to begin with an apology, Miss Courtney. It's not good news. The mission is a no-go. A little something cropped up and got in the way. Roger that. Got it, will do. I'll continue investigating that energy we detected. Does that face look familiar? Does it? Phew. But that kid sure had some promise as a trainer, I'd say. Okay, hopefully I can get done with this quickly. Because this is important. I want to be able to get farther into this game today. Oh my gosh, I forgot the Pokemon that can swim! Alright, let's try that again. No trainers. Let's just get right to the event. Which I have no idea where it is. There it is. Why, hello! Hopefully you can hear the mic. Why, hello there! We met in Granite Cave, didn't we? No, I remember it. It's Brenton. Right? It's so good to see that your journey is going well. You know, Brenton, in this vast world there are many kinds of Pokemon. They come in many types. Should you raise different types, or will you only raise Pokemon of a certain type you like? No, that will go for one of my dumb Nuzlocke runs that don't exist. I wonder what you think as a Pokemon trainer. Not that it's anything I should be concerning myself with, but somehow I find myself wanting to know what you think. I suppose I should be going. I hope to see you again, though. Dios! Latias! Do you want us to soar somewhere with you? Brenton, come with me. Latias, I believe it is sought us out for help. If that's the case, let's go. Wait, we could both fit on? Yay! This scene is when I knew this game would be special. Forget about the one with the Team Rocket, not Team Rocket, the, Team Magma grunt, that's not Team Magma. We arrived! Thank you, Latias. I have to move now, don't I? Oh, nope, not yet. I don't know what it is. Not quite unease, not quite fear. But there is something unsettling. It's an odd feeling, as though I am walking in a dream or an illusion. I once heard an odd fable. It was said that the two Pokemon that live on this island guard some secret about that great form of evolution, Mega Evolution. Could it be that some dangerous element is here because of that? Come, we should be going. Trying to make sure Steven's voice is deeper than I usually do. You know, thanks to Pokemon Masters EX. You know, that thing some of you don't want to hear about. What the? What? To carve those memories. Excuse. One more time. Excuse me. Those whose memories fade seek to carve them in their hearts. Was that telepathy? I think. It's Latios. Excuse me, Latios. Oh, I was about to save. Oops. Latios. It's beautiful. If I were to describe such beauty in terms of a stone, it would be a water stone. No, it goes beyond that. Isn't its brilliance like that of a Dawnstone? It's as fantastic as a Steel-type Pokemon. Oh. Team Magma, is it? So Latios knows they're coming, and that's why it called on us. Who are you? Huh? Mistress Courtney! That pipsqueak over there is the kid that I heard keeps getting in our way. But that inevitably unruffled-looking fellow there with him. I feel like I ought to know him from somewhere. Maybe it's a contest star? Yes. For the time being, get away from me. The Pokemon behind you. It's Mega Stone. No more, no less. That's what we of Team Magma seek.
How about it? Will you get away from me? Or not? No, I'll go right in front of your face. That's right. 4 points for the correct answer. I'll take part in this battle as well. Let's protect Latios from these beasts together. We cannot allow Latios or even a Mega Stone to fall into the hands of such villains. Well then. Deleting. Okay, creepy girl, I know from the app. Let's battle! They only have They only have 1 Pokemon each, 2 Pokemon in total. So this should be quick, I hope. Go Blaziken! You know, Hotja, if he were... No one cares. If he were in this version of the game, by calling him Blaziken for certain reasons. Keeping his name as Blaziken for certain reasons. Which at some point I will get into one of these days. So, fighting type didn't do well. I am surprised he didn't try to use Earth Power on me, but Matang is, dying, so... It's not like it's helping either of us out. Finish it up! Alright, we are good. The battle portion's over. You beat Magma Admin! Slurp. That's just too strong, right? I don't know who's who. Ah! As expected, or anticipated. Unanticipated. You, target lock, completed. Commencing experiment. You, forever. Returning home. Okay, creepy lady. Wait for me, Courtney! Good work, Brenton. Ah, that's right. We should first heal up the Pokemon that fought on our behalf, shouldn't we? Your team's health was restored. You performed spectacularly. We were able to protect both this wondrous Pokemon and its Mega Stone, thanks to you. Woo! And it looks as though Latios may have also recognized you as a trainer worthy of its trust. Look, it's trying to offer you its alliance. Or allegiance, sorry. I believe it is trying to show that it wants to go with you on your journey. Go on, hold out your hand to it. Latios, join your team! Your party's full. Please select a Pokemon to send to your PC boxes. Well, if I send away my Pelipper, then I'm not going to be able to escape. So I'll just put away the egg that I've been trying to hatch for the past few hours, and it just won't. Latios is carrying a piece of Latisite. What? You should take this from me. Yes? Aha! A Mega Bracelet! Yes, now I can fight with the best of them. I can Mega Evolve Pokemon. With the Mega Bracelet that I just gave you and the Mega Stones that a Pokemon may hold, your Pokemon will be able to achieve a powerful boost, quite unlike any usual form of evolution. But only if you are bound by great affection. You'll be able to achieve Mega Evolution, which some people don't like. I suggest you try it with Latios the next time that you happen to have the chance to battle. Mega evolution is a phenomenon that has long been shrouded in mystery. What is a megastone? What is a keystone? The process by which bonds between Pokemon and people manifest intangible power. How do we explain that? I hope that the Mega Bracelet I just gave you might bring us one step closer to finding the answer to these questions. If that sells that, should we be heading back, together with Latios, waiting so patiently for us there? Yes. I feel like I read that line wrong, but yes. I got Latios! Thank you for your help, Brenton. Perhaps it's trying to tell you to take good care of Latios. In the end, we were a far greater help than I expected you might be. What's that mean? I expect that you and your team will be able to best both Route 119 ahead and even the 4-tree gym beyond that. I'll be curious to see how much stronger you might grow by the next time we meet. Until then, Brenton. Wait. I don't get a flute? I don't get the flute! I want to fly with Latios! Fly! Okay, I guess I'll wait. Okay, this is going to be a whole extra video because I just didn't know about this at all. So, I am in the cave where you get Regice. Apparently, there is a way to get Regigigas, but you have to go to the same cave you first found Regice. How you were supposed to know it was Regice's cave, I don't know. Maybe it was the Braille no one can read. Anyways, you're supposed to go into the middle, and there seems to be some presence here, but it disappeared in an instant. And that's all I get. I even have the same 3 Reggies I caught in a single day. Oops, wrong button. You know what the problem is? Game Freak didn't tell me about this, or anyone, but you're supposed to wait an entire day before you could get Regigigas. First off, how are you supposed to know Regigigas will show up in this exact point? And second, how are you even supposed to know that you have to wait a day after you catch all 3 Reggies just to face off against Regigigas? How was I supposed to know that? Go to the internet? Excuse me? Maybe some of us don't have the internet. We didn't have the internet when there was Braille introduced in Sapphire and Ruby. Oh. Alright, I'm ready. Let's try this again. I would have brought my Mesprit along, but I needed a Pokemon that could surf. And Latios doesn't have surf, it has dive. Did I say Latios? Yeah, I meant Latios. Alright, so I gotta do this all one-handedly. Perfect. This is gonna go super uber well. Especially if nothing even happens. So don't do this to me, game. Do not screw me over. I have never once fought Regigigas in this game. So don't do it. Just bring it out. I don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay. That was my fault. I'm gonna save again because I'm paranoid. I don't know if I'm just gonna bow it right away, or if it's just gonna show up and then I can interact with it, but here we go! For a game that came out probably a decade ago, here we go. There seems to be a Why?
Okay, the fact that I have already gotten to Steven on this game, why I haven't finished talking about the other game, might pose some problems with editing.
I forgot how hard this song goes in. Okay, I'm back. A quick early look at the madness that I'm going through in order to get as much out of this game that I'm renting as I can. Because the moment I return the game, this whole entire save file, everything that I've done up to this point, will be deleted. Every single thing I've done. So, I better make use of this time while I still have it. Okay, I've set up this stupid gag so many times. And I'm just gonna be upfront. If this doesn't work this time, I'm looking it up. I don't even care anymore. It is now 8 in the morning. Because apparently day means morning. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Nope. That's not it either. Oh my gosh. Who is lying and how do I ban them? I'm so upset. Ugh. You're not going to believe this. So this has to do with Reggie Ice. Not only do I have to have all 3 Reggies in my team, but Reggie Ice has to be holding an ice-type item, and it has to have a nickname? What? When has Game Freak ever required such nonsense? Ever! Well, we're going to give it a try again. Here we go for the umpteenth hundredth time. Okay, it's day. Reggie Ice is holding an item and it has a freaking nickname. Can we please get the animation this time? There's not going to be an overworld sprite because, yes, I looked this up in the video. Yes! The very earth is quaking. Is something approaching? How was anyone supposed to know this without looking it up? I guarantee I haven't done this on Alpha Sapphire. I am shiny-hing this ish. But for right now, I'm gonna try to catch one for some other reason. But whatever, let's just do this. I am so upset by this. The guide said, oh, just go over to Reggie Ice's cave. It'll be there. No, it wasn't. I tried so many times and it wasn't. And that's because you had to have the Reggie Ice nicknamed and have it holding an item that enhances ice types. How does anyone figure that out? I am legitimately upset. Legitimately. Look, I'm gonna just get to the point here. I wanted to showcase many of the unique cutscenes in Pokemon Omega Ruby, but I completely decided not to show the Omega Grounding cutscene, which was actually really important. I am so sorry about that. I was hoping maybe this Regigigas thing that I'm doing, this is gonna actually defeat it, isn't it? I did save, right? Okay. A light tap. Light tap, Pikachu. Light tap. Okay, that was light. That was definitely light. Alright. Whew. Breathe, Renton, breathe. And catch this stupid Pokemon. It's easier to get a Reggie in the Sinnoh games. Easily. I have never seen something as convoluted as this. Ever. It just baffles me. I could throw a Master Ball, but I have something else in mind for that. So, let's just start chucking those Ultra Balls. I am recording this entire thing. No editing. Not that it needs... I was wondering if maybe I lucked out and would get on the first Ultra Ball. That would have been really, really neat. Or as I sometimes say, poggers! I am so stressed, guys. I'm so stressed. I'm just gonna mention this right now out loud. I am trying to catch every single, Hoenn Pokédex Pokemon. Every single one. But it's not so easy. This isn't Ruby and Sapphire. This includes Pokemon evolutions that are from the Sinnoh games as well. And they don't include all the evolutionary stones I need. There are like, what, 3-4 Pokemon that require a Leaf Stone alone? And you only get one in the main game? I don't understand. I've had such respect for this game. But having to recomplete the Pokédex has just shown me how that it wasn't perfect. Let's just put it that way. I don't even know how to get a Nose Pass. Both Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, if you go to the Pokédex page and you click Habitat, hold that thought. Okay, sorry about that. In the middle of recording, my camera just said, you ran out of space. Goodbye. Luckily, it still recorded everything I said, so let me continue where I left off. You can't find Nose Pass in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire normally. If you go to the Pokédex page, and you click Habitat, they just say that the habitat is unknown, something like that. So, I don't even know how you're supposed to find it. I'm guessing it's one of the Mirage spots? But come on, don't you think it's a little overkill when one of the required Pokemon in the Pokédex you have a random chance of even encountering per day? I think that's when you've gone off the deep end, honestly. So, unfortunately, I don't have as much time to record as I thought I did because my phone is running out of battery. Because my phone is always running out of battery. Space, I meant space, but still. I need you to go in the Ultra Ball, please. And if you don't do that... Wait. You tease. You absolute tease. If you won't do that... I've got the perfect Pokeball for stubborn legendaries like you. Time of all, baby! The go-to for legendary Pokemon anymore. Because the more times you fail, the better chance this has of working. Pretend that didn't happen. One thing that I like to do, I'm just going to spam the A button now. One thing I like to do sometimes is I will try a certain Pokeball for a certain amount of times, and then I'll switch the Pokeball, and sometimes that seems to do something, like a refresh or something. Of course, that could just be in my head. It's like me pushing down on the A button as soon as the Pokeball makes contact with the wild Pokemon I'm trying to catch. That doesn't prove that it increases my odds of actually being able to catch said Pokemon. And I want to go back to that shiny Regigigas thing. Yes, I want to actually catch a shiny. That shouldn't surprise anyone, but considering what I had to do to get this to show up, it just fuels me. It fuels me to just keep resetting this game over and over and over again until I can at some point gloat and say, "Ha ha! I caught a shiny Regigigas from Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Did you catch a shiny from Alpha Sapphire?" No, of course you didn't catch a shiny from Alpha Sapphire. Sorry. I'm sorry, I am just so high-strung right now. You have to understand. Why did I do that? I was trying to switch the page. I didn't mean to use a dive ball. I mean, if it works, it works, but it didn't work. So, going back to the Ultra Ball. Because I didn't think that would work, obviously. No, not the Premier Ball, the Ultra Ball. Look, I need to catch this thing. I will not feel like I accomplished anything if I don't catch this thing. Because it has taken over a week to try to complete the Pokédex and start over an entire game from start to finish. I haven't even beat the Elite Four yet in this game, let alone the champion, obviously. I'm just trying to catch them all! For, again, various reasons, which I'm starting to question whether or not I even want to go through with. But persistence, perseverance, and a little stupidity. We're gonna talk about Blitz. I spent literal months trying to hatch a shiny Tepig, and all that fueled me was stubbornness. That's how I got my shiny Tepig. That's how I tried to get some of these Pokemon. Now, sometimes I feel like I really don't want to record the process. But, trust me. Sometimes if you want something good, you just have to keep going for it. Never say die, never say quit, just keep bashing your head into the wall. Stop notifying me, Mr. Phone, and let me finish this video once and for all. Cause this wasn't even supposed to go up today. This is being recorded the same day that hopefully this video is being uploaded. Cause when you come across an article saying you can encounter Regigigas at Reggie Ice's cave, but you have to do it during the day, and then you do it and it doesn't work at all, you'd go a little insane too. And that was word per word what one of the pages that is dedicated to telling you how to do things, how to catch all the veggies. And then they just have this footnote. Yeah, go to Veggie Ice's cave during day. You'll be fine! Oh, thank goodness. Or thank Arceus. Regius is caught! Good. Good grief, good. Now Veggie Ice is gonna move the Alpha Sapphire because I'm gonna have to do this again. See? It's not even in Hoenn. So obviously I don't have the national dex. No, I don't want a nickname. I didn't want to nickname my Veggie Ice. I already ruined that too. Okay, let's summarize this quickly. I'm trying to complete the Hoenn Pokédex, but I'm not nearly as close as I thought I would be. Let's check on that nose pass, like I was saying. Habitat unknown. It's just not on the map. Not on the map. And it's required to complete the Pokédex. This has been painful. This has been absolutely painful. I'm also just going to shoot a hint towards you guys. I have an Eon ticket, but I have not used it. And yet, you saw that I ended up trading myself a Latios. You get Latios in Pokemon Omega Ruby through that cutscene I showed you. But I trade a Latios from Alpha Sapphire, or one of the many games I got Latios from, Black and White included. So I could have that registered in my Pokédex. Even though I have the Eon ticket, so I could just go get it right now. Why? Well, if I ever complete the Pokédex, like I haven't given enough obvious hints, we'll find out.
Very professional YouTuber. So with all this madness that has already just happened, how do we conclude all this? Well, at the expense of re-recording something for the 10th time, I wanted to show some highlights from the stuff you didn't get to hear over here, but I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. If you want to watch that unedited, aside from the volume, you can click the link down below. I say we get to the part where we have already beaten Steven and see where the story goes! Because I only have so much patience left. By the way, I still don't have a Beldum, and I'm not going to be able to get one for a while. So, no completing the National Dex for quite some time. I love doing this so much. Here we go. Oh, there we go. We're just going with that. Again! You have no idea how many times I've beaten this guy in my Alpha Sapphire game, just so I can get badges for all my partner Pokemon. That's real. That's a real thing. I bring my Palkia out, and he one-shots everyone every time. Although sometimes he uses a full restore. No, I'm not gonna read all the dialogue. I'm sure I'll play this game and do an actual Let's Play for it some other day. I'm just trying to get to the post game.
Please. I'm happy for you too, May. Let's go. The Hall of Fame! Pikachu! Jirachi! Latios! Latios! Kyogre! And that stupid Reggie it took me forever to get! All of them have become part of the Pokemon League. I'll let the music finish. I can't press the button anyways until it does a full rotation. Alright, here we go. This isn't necessarily part of the post-game in some ways, but I'm just gonna go through with the dialogue for it. Since I don't know when I'm gonna play this again, because I'm not gonna want to play this for a long time! Okay. Welcome back, Brenton. I did not press the button. I just thought, that since we were both here and all, that I'd wait for you. We set out on this journey together, right? So maybe we should finish it together, too. So, come on, let's go home, back to Little Root Town, where we shall share in the memories that no one else got to see on camera because I speedrun this game like no one's business. Oh, it goes directly to the... Huh. Yeah, I haven't played this game from start to finish in a while, so... Completely forgot that they show the credit sequence before something else. I've already said too much. Oh my gosh, this silly project. I think it's taken years off of me. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy some components of this game. This truly puts freaking Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl to shame. It really, really does. Because you can still have nostalgia, but if you're not trying to innovate with your newer titles when making remasters, then what is the point? This does everything right. Except trying to catch every single Pokemon. Did you know, stupid nose pass right there, did you know that you cannot find a nose pass in regular gameplay? The only way I feel like it's possible to find a nose pass is if you are lucky enough to get the draw with one of the secret islands, that secret island has a nose pass. But considering I found a Larvesta before I found a nose pass, yeah, no, there's no guarantee you're gonna get lucky enough to get one of the Pokemon that is required to complete the National Pokédex of this game. Hey, I get to listen to this music. That's nice. I'll give the credits music of this game enough praise. And that is my 2 cents. I'm going to shut up now. We're going to watch this blurry credit sequence together. Joy. One thing I like about this game is it actually shows you what Pokemon you use to fight the other gym leaders and main trainers. That's really cool. I have a shiny Tepig embedded in my Pokemon Sapphire game that whoops some of these other gym leaders. Oh, I'm never getting rid of that, ever. One day you'll see it, but I'm never getting rid of that save file. Ever, ever, ever. When I tried to do that bro lock thing, if you know, you know, I said I am not erasing my save file. I have so much progress done, so many memories of my Sapphire game. I would never want to get rid of it. So Dakota sacrificed his. And now we both feel bad. Here we are at Route 103 again. Wow, it's so nostalgic. Oh, remember that pond? This is where we first battled, isn't it? Brenton, could you do something for me? Come on, let's bow one more time. I want to know just what you saw on your journey, how you felt, and what you experienced out there. I want to understand everything about you and your Pokemon, Brenton. And then, I want you to understand everything about me and mine. Do I get an option? Of course not! It's time to battle me! I was only prepared for this because, you know what? Nope, I'm not spoiling that part. I'm not spoiling that part at all. Let's do this! Special extra bow with May. Definitely not in the original Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald games. I'm not gonna switch out any of my Pokemon. So let's see how well I do, even though I already feel like I'm overpowered. Like the level 80 Kyogre wasn't indication enough of that. Which I obviously didn't get from this game. I obviously traded it from one of my other games. Because I should have traded it to the Switch already, but I'm lazy. That's my excuse. Let's just go with Discharge again. Because it has freaking Spore. It has an ability where if I come in contact with it, I'm gonna either fall asleep, get poisoned, or paralyzed. None of those sound good. So hang in there, Pop Star Pikachu. There we go. Bloom is down. My camera's still recording, Parkers. Oh no, Raichu! This is gonna get interesting. Is this where I go down? Or if I can use Draining Kiss and keep getting HP back, although Raichu smartly used the defense against special attacks, so good job, bravo. Guess we'll just have to attack head on! Fly directly to your forehead! But Pikachu has Lightning Rod, so no electric attacks are gonna do anything to it. There we go, Raichu is down. Who's next? Swampert, of course. The ground type that Pikachu can't hit. The Pokemon that literally made this take longer than it needed to finish. Oh no, now it's Megad! No! Well, I've still got 5 Pokemon waiting in the wings, including OP Kyogre. I almost said something else. I don't even know what it would have been. Okay, there goes Pikachu. Do we just jump to the conclusion already? No, of course not. We go to Latios. One of my many, many named Latioses. Because I can't have nice things without being jealous. Draco Meteor! Look, I'm just gonna say I wanted a shiny, and we'll leave it at that. But I also had to catch every single legendary that was in all my other Pokemon games that I completed. And Latios showed up a lot. I kept conveniently or inconveniently picking the same games that had Latios as the exclusive. Thanks, Benton. You really are a champion. Meeting so many different people and encountering so many Pokemon. It's really just... It's been really, really fun. Ah! Britton, look at that! Pretty. And definitely not dangerous at all. There we go. I completed Pokemon Omega Ruby, and you missed out on nearly everything that I played. Isn't that great? I'm waiting for it to go to the title screen. I think I need to press the button. Do I press the button again? Yep, cool. What the... Oh my gosh, I just got chills. Norman? Norman, sorry, I know you're watching your show, but... What is it? Do you remember that we planned to go watch the meteor shower at Mosdeep? Ah, about that. I've been meaning to tell you, but it looks like I'm going to have to be at the gym that day. Oh, well, work is work, I suppose. I'm sorry, honey. It's fine. No, really, it's fine. But what should we do with the tickets that we bought? That's true. We already paid for them, so... This is happening. I think I'm actually kind of glad that I recorded this portion. Because next time, we go into the true post-game. One of the best post-games I have ever seen in any Pokemon game, period. That isn't connected with DLC. So I'm gonna... I'd say until next time and do my outro, but I wanna make sure there isn't anything else once we get to the... There it is! The title screen. Oh shoot, are we jumping right into it? No. We're not... No. Are we really doing that? Heck no. Okay, next time, we do the post game for real. Till then, this has been Wii2PLAY. I got nothing left to say, so I hope you enjoy your day. Sorry my voice is booming and peaking the mic. There's nothing I can do about that. Take care out there, and I will catch you later.